Hey y'all, Joseph McBrayer here. Going to be talking about church cinematography a little bit, but also just some cinematography and taking my BlackMagic Pocket Cinema 6K on vacation. So here we go. So over the July 4th weekend, I was grateful to have the opportunity to step away from ministry for a weekend and to go with my family to be with some dear friends who are like family to us in a safe environment and a great place on a lake with some of our friends and our daughter. Had a great time and got to shoot all manner of things, but for the first time, I actually took my Pocket Cinema 6K with me on the trip, primarily and only to shoot video. I brought my stills camera, the Canon EOS R, and just used it for stills, not for video and stills, which is a big departure from how I've done things previously on trips for my family or with friends. So taking the Pocket 6K with all the rigging and all the stuff set up was very different, but also the thing that I found most meaningful about the trip, besides getting away and being able to take some Sabbath and rest and just to be with people again, was that thinking and about filming and video in the Pocket 6K was so very different than my previous experience of being a hybrid, shooting stills and then also shooting video on the EOS R. The quality of the footage, of course, is excellent and wonderful, and I was able to shoot some things in slow motion, 120 frames a second, that I can't normally do on my EOS R, and just a different level of capabilities as far as the video function. But the remarkable thing for me was that I found myself thinking differently about what I was capturing. It was a lot of fun. We saw nature and friends out in a boat going skiing. I didn't go skiing because I want to be able to walk the next day, but to be able to fly the drone out there on the lake early in the morning when I'm up with my daughter having a cup of coffee, and to be able to fly the drone across the mist in the lake and to see the birds waking up. We saw herons and great blue herons, white egrets, snowy egrets, all manner of birds. We even saw a bald eagle. I didn't get any footage of the bald eagle, just the nest, but you know, gotta try for it. But being out and with other people was so meaningful to us as a family and to me, but also as someone who is working on filmmaking and cinematography, such a different experience to take my video camera and to go with that as the primary means of what I was capturing rather than photography. So I found myself doing both over the weekend, but having to literally switch hands or set the camera down and grab the film camera. And I'm interested in how that makes the experience different for me as someone who's on the trip, but also for how I capture memories. In some ways shifting from a photo-centric world to a video-centric world. I'm very interested in that and hope to explore more of that in future trips and vacations, but also in my work as a church person and pastor, how I've shifted from doing lots of photography and video things on the same camera at the same time to now shifting to separating those out into two different camera bodies, photos and stills primarily with the EOS R, and then video with the BlackMagic Pocket 6K. I am really interested in how this has shifted my perspective as a cinematographer and someone aspiring to do these things, but also just found it really interesting to reflect upon the trip. And now, of course, there's a lot more footage to edit than there are pictures, but it makes me capture things differently, and I'm interested to see how it helps me remember things differently. So that's all for today. Thanks for watching. Please do subscribe to the channel if you're interested in more things about video and cinematography, as well as the BlackMagic Pocket 6K and the EOS R, both cameras that I use. And so now just for a moment, just enjoy some of your own Sabbath maybe as you watch some of the B-roll and the slow motion footage that I was able to create this weekend on the trip.